In the vast, desolate expanse of Antarctica, life clings to the ice with fierce determination. This is the world of the emperor penguin, a landscape as breathtakingly beautiful as it is brutally unforgiving. For a newly hatched chick, every single day is a test of survival, a delicate balance against overwhelming odds. This is a story not just of struggle, but of the incredible resilience woven into the very fabric of life in the world's most extreme nursery. We follow one such chick, a tiny speck named Pip, as he navigates his hardest day. Pip began his life as a fragile egg, nestled precariously between his father's feet. Emperor penguin chicks hatch after a lengthy incubation period, enduring weeks of intense cold before they emerge. Unlike many other species, they are not immediately self-sufficient. Born with only soft, downy feathers, they are completely dependent on their parents for warmth, protection, and nourishment. His arrival marked the beginning of a relentless fight for existence, a struggle that would define his earliest days. The early days of Pip's life were a testament to one of nature's most extraordinary acts of parental devotion. His father, like all emperor penguin males, endured a grueling 60-day sacrifice, incubating the egg through the harshest winter blizzards, without food. This commitment ensured Pip's survival, providing the crucial warmth and protection needed in a world where temperatures plummet far below freezing. This incredible feat highlights the deep-seated instincts driving life in this challenging environment, a silent promise to the next generation. From the moment he hatched, Pip's growth was monitored by his dedicated parents. While wild chicks don't get checkups from humans, the principle of careful monitoring for growth and strength is universal. We know from observations in more controlled environments, such as a precious clip from November 2025, that a baby penguin's first checkup reveals an incredibly cute, little tummy, a symbol of successful feeding and healthy development. These early days are critical, ensuring the chick grows big and strong enough to face the challenges ahead. As Pip grew, his parents needed to forage for food, leaving him vulnerable. To combat this, chicks like Pip gathered in large groups called creches or daycares. This fluffy huddle offered collective warmth and protection from predators, a clever strategy for survival. While parents were away, these creches became bustling nurseries, a noisy, shifting mass of downy feathers, where thousands of chicks waited in freezing temperatures for their parents' return with sustenance. It was Pip's first experience of a wider community. Pip's world was expanding beyond the immediate comfort of his parents and the creche. Like all young, he possessed an innate curiosity. A baby penguin almost got separated from its parent in June 2024 due to an object that caught its attention. The same adventurous spirit stirred within Pip. Each day, he would venture a little further, drawn by the shimmer of the ice, the distant calls of adults, or the fleeting movements of smaller creatures. This curiosity, while vital for learning, also brought him closer to unforeseen dangers, lurking just beyond the safety of the colony. The most significant threats to a young penguin emerge from the very waters that sustain them. Beneath the seemingly calm surface, formidable predators like orcas and leopard seals patrol, ever vigilant for a vulnerable meal. Dolphins, too, though often perceived differently, can pose a deadly threat to smaller, weaker creatures, especially a baby penguin. Pip's instincts, though still developing, whispered warnings of these unseen hunters. The vast, deep ocean, the source of all life, was also its most dangerous frontier, a constant reminder of the food chain's brutal reality. The date was January 16, 2026. On a frigid expanse of ice, a crisp Antarctic morning dawned, no different from any other for the thousands of penguins in Pip's colony. Yet, for young Pip, this day would become an indelible mark in his short life, his hardest day. The sun cast long, blue shadows across the snow, the air biting cold but still. Pip's parents were away, and he, filled with youthful vigor, felt a bolder urge to explore beyond the tight confines of his creche, pushing the boundaries of his known, safe world. Driven by an urge to see beyond the usual, Pip wandered further than he ever had before. His downy fluff, though warm, offered little protection against the vastness surrounding him. He navigated around chunks of ice, his small feet pattering softly. The sounds of the distant colony faded, replaced by the whisper of the wind and the subtle lapping of water at the ice edge. This was the moment his curiosity edged towards danger, a quiet separation that would soon turn perilous. Drawn by a glint, a splash, Pip approached the water's edge. He peered into the dark, swirling depths, a place he knew was forbidden until his waterproof adult feathers grew in. The freezing water was a natural barrier, but his young mind was fixated on whatever moved below. He was too close, too vulnerable. The thin ice near the edge could crumble, or a hidden hunter could strike. This was the precipice of his hardest day, a crucial moment where instinct clashed with the allure of the unknown. Then, in a breathtaking moment on that frigid expanse of ice, the water exploded. A powerful dolphin, unseen until that instant, breached the surface. Its target, the helpless, thrashing baby penguin. Pip was caught off guard, dragged into the freezing water. His cries, sharp and piercing, echoed across the silent ice. It was a brutal, swift attack, a stark reminder of the food chain's indifference. The innocence of his curiosity shattered by the sudden, terrifying reality of his precarious world. Submerged in the icy grasp of the ocean, Pip thrashed wildly, his tiny wings useless against the strength of the dolphin and the unforgiving cold. He was not yet waterproof. The water quickly soaked his downy feathers, chilling him to the bone. Every frantic movement was a desperate plea for survival, his small body fighting against an overwhelming force. The water closed over him, the dark depths threatening to claim him entirely. It was a terrifying dance between predator and prey, a struggle for life and death. Just as all seemed lost, an unlikely element intervened. A human, observing from a distance, witnessed the brutal scene unfold. The individual, likely a researcher or photographer, understood the gravity of Pip's predicament. While intervention in nature is often debated, sometimes, a moment of profound distress calls for a decisive action. In that breathtaking moment, the human made a choice that would alter Pip's fate, a choice driven by empathy for the tiny, struggling life. With quick thinking, the human reached out, carefully but firmly, pulling the waterlogged Pip from the freezing grip of the dolphin's attack and the icy water. It was a delicate maneuver. The chick was cold, vulnerable, and likely terrified. Back on the solid ice, Pip was safe from the immediate threat, but far from out of danger. This act of rescue, captured in that viral TikTok moment, became a symbol of hope amidst the harsh realities of the Antarctic wilderness, a brief pause in nature's relentless cycle. Safe on the ice, Pip shivered violently. The freezing water had penetrated his downy feathers, draining his precious body heat. Hypothermia was now a grave concern. The rescuer knew that getting the chick warm was paramount. This immediate aftermath was almost as dangerous as the attack itself. Survival in Antarctica is a constant battle against the cold. Pip, shaken but alive, now faced a new internal struggle, recovering his warmth and his fragile equilibrium after such a harrowing ordeal. Pip's traumatic experience resonated with other unusual events recorded around January and February 2026. One particular story spoke of a lone penguin who walked away from its colony, seemingly into the vast, silent unknown. These two silent lessons, as they were called, hinted at a deeper, sometimes inexplicable drive within these creatures, a spirit of independence or perhaps a struggle with the very forces that bind them to their colonies. Pip's survival was an affirmation of his will to live, even as other stories spoke of solitary paths. Once stabilized and warmed, Pip's instinct took over. He knew he had to return to the safety of the creche, to the familiar calls of his parents. The specific calls of adult penguins are crucial for reuniting with their young, especially when a chick, driven by curiosity, might get lost in the crowd. Pip, guided by an innate sense of direction and the faint, familiar sounds carried on the wind, began his arduous journey back. Every step was a declaration of his will to survive, to rejoin his family. Finally, Pip saw the bustling, shifting mass of the creche. The warmth, the familiar smells, the cacophony of chirps and squawks were a welcome embrace after his terrifying ordeal. He quickly burrowed himself into the fluffy huddle, seeking the safety and communal warmth he had almost lost forever. His hardest day was drawing to a close, not with grand triumph, but with the quiet victory of survival and reunion. He was back where he belonged, protected by the collective strength of his kind, for now. Pip's hardest day had taught him invaluable, though brutal, lessons about the world he inhabited. The ocean, his future home, was also a place of sudden, swift danger. Curiosity, while essential, had to be tempered with caution. Survival wasn't guaranteed, it was fought for, earned through resilience and sometimes, unexpected luck. He had seen the harsh reality of the food chain, yet also experienced a brief, compassionate hand of rescue. These were the silent lessons, deeply etched into his young memory. Beyond that harrowing day, Pip's journey of growth continued, mirroring the experiences of countless other chicks. The need for food became insatiable. Consider Pesto, a famous king penguin chick born in January 2024, who became the largest baby penguin ever recorded at his aquarium, weighing a massive 22.5 kilograms. This extraordinary growth highlights the incredible demands on parents and the sheer volume of food a chick needs to transform from a downy fluffball into a robust, ocean-ready juvenile. Pip, too, was constantly hungry. Pesto's story serves as a vivid illustration of the sheer caloric intake required for a growing penguin chick. According to his zookeepers, Pesto ate like an adult, consuming up to 25 fish a day to fuel his rapid development. This constant need for sustenance means penguin parents are perpetually hunting, making perilous dives into the icy waters to bring back enough fish for their ever-hungry offspring. Pip's own parents were tirelessly working, their lives an endless cycle of hunting and feeding. Measuring the growth of a baby penguin, even in controlled environments, can be quite a struggle. A Reddit post from January 2024 vividly described the challenge of weighing a 97-day-old baby emperor penguin. These chicks, despite their apparent fluffiness, are surprisingly strong and wriggly. Their resistance highlights their innate wildness and independent spirit, even when handled by caring humans. For Pip, his growth was measured only by his increasing strength, size, and ability to navigate his harsh world. As weeks turned into months, Pip entered an inevitably awkward stage, molting. February 2022 footage from the dodo captured the essence of teenage penguins as they shed their soft, downy baby fluff to make way for sleek, waterproof adult feathers. Some chicks end up with comical patches, resembling chest wigs, looking perpetually disheveled. This process is crucial for their survival, as the new feathers will allow them to dive and swim efficiently. But for a time, they are a comical sight, navigating the world with a charming clumsiness. The transition from land-bound chick to ocean explorer hinges on one vital skill: swimming. December 2025 TikTok footage introduced the world to Cody, a 4-month-old penguin who was already a swimming pro. While Pip wouldn't have a human instructor, the basic principle is the same. His instincts, combined with observations of older juveniles and adults, would guide him. The ability to propel himself through water, to hunt for his own food, was the ultimate test, transforming him from a vulnerable chick into a self-sufficient hunter. At just 6 months old, a pivotal moment arrives for emperor penguin chicks like Pip. No longer tied to the creche, and now equipped with their waterproof adult plumage, they embark on a monumental journey, the Great March to the Ocean. Captured for the first time on camera in April 2024, hundreds of 6-month-old chicks were seen marching together. It's a collective, instinctive migration, driven by the urge to find their own food and embrace their aquatic destiny, leaving behind the safety of their birth colony for good. The final obstacle of the march is often the most daunting: a towering cliff of ice, sometimes 50 feet high, separating the land from the vast, open ocean. Hundreds of 6-month-old chicks crowd the edge, hesitant, yet compelled by an innate drive. One by one, or in small groups, they take a leap of faith into the churning, icy waters below. It is a moment of profound transition, a symbolic severing of ties with their terrestrial childhood, embracing fully their identity as creatures of the sea. Even after reaching the ocean, dangers persist. September 2024 brought news of a dramatic survival story. Hundreds of baby emperor penguins were stranded on a breakaway iceberg, separated from their mothers who were out hunting. Miraculously, these chicks survived for 4 months, demonstrating an astounding resilience. Their survival, despite the catastrophic breeding failures noted in other colonies when sea ice disappears, underscores the profound adaptability and will to live inherent in these remarkable creatures, even when faced with extreme environmental upheaval. Sometimes, the hardest day for a baby penguin comes not from nature, but from humans. In December 2005, Toga, a 3-month-old jackass penguin, was discovered missing from Amazon world on the Isle of Wight. This incident, of purloined penguin, highlighted the tragic reality of human interference. While Pip faced natural predators, Toga's story reminds us that not all threats are wild. The value placed on these charismatic birds can, at times, lead to darker outcomes, underscoring the complexities of their interaction with our world. Watching adult penguins come and go, switching off at their nests, one can observe how precisely calibrated a penguin's life has to be. From the incubation period to the meticulous feeding, every action is a finely tuned response to their environment. A slight miscalculation, a moment of weakness, can be fatal. Pip's hardest day was a vivid demonstration of this delicate balance. A single wrong step, an instant of vulnerability, nearly cost him everything. Their existence is a masterpiece of adaptation and precise timing. The struggles of baby penguins often inspire popular culture, like the beloved Wonder Pets episode where a baby penguin is caught on an iceberg. This charming narrative offers a simplified view of rescue. The reality for Pip, however, was far more grim. His hardest day involved not singing heroes, but a brutal dolphin attack and the immediate fight for survival. The distinction between playful fiction and the raw, unforgiving reality of the Antarctic wilderness is stark, reminding us of the immense challenges faced by these creatures. Throughout Pip's development, his parents' vigilance remained unwavering. They switched off at their nests more and more frequently, their absences progressively shorter, ensuring the chick was rarely left alone for long periods. This constant watch, a testament to their dedication, is particularly vital as the chick grows and its needs increase. Every trip for food, every huddle, every protective stance, reinforces the bond and the collective effort required to raise new life in this most challenging of environments. Pip's journey, while unique to him, is a story shared by thousands. One colony visited by a researcher had something like 100,000 king penguins, their chicks in various stages of molting their woolly feathers. This immense scale of life, the sheer numbers thriving against the odds, is a powerful sight. It reminds us that while individual struggles are profound, the collective spirit of the colony is what ultimately ensures the continuation of the species. Pip was part of this grand, enduring spectacle. Despite the constant struggle, life in the colony isn't entirely grim. There are moments of respite, even play. Chicks chase each other, peck playfully, and engage in social interactions that hone their skills. These brief interludes of joy and curiosity, even after a traumatic event like Pip's hardest day, are crucial. They build bonds, release tension, and are a vital part of development. It's in these small moments that the beauty and wonder of life truly shine through, a reminder that resilience is not just about enduring, but also about living. Pip's journey, from a fragile egg to a fledgling juvenile ready for the ocean, is a testament to the enduring cycle of life in one of Earth's most challenging environments. Each year, new chicks hatch, new parents make their sacrifices, and new struggles unfold. It's a rhythm dictated by the seasons, a relentless push for survival that has continued for millennia. The colony, a vibrant testament to life's tenacity, ensures that the species endures, despite all the hardships that nature and sometimes man throws its way. Yet, the future for penguins like Pip is not without new, looming threats. Climate change, with its impact on sea ice and food sources, poses an unprecedented challenge. Breakaway icebergs, once dramatic anomalies, could become more frequent, disrupting breeding cycles and stranding more chicks. The delicate balance of their precisely calibrated lives is now under immense pressure, demanding even greater resilience from these creatures and greater responsibility from us to protect their frozen home for generations to come. Pip, having faced his hardest day and emerged, is a symbol of hard-earned resilience. The dolphin attack, the freezing water, the struggle for warmth and food, each challenge forged a stronger spirit. From a vulnerable fluffball, he grew into a robust juvenile, ready to face the vast, dangerous ocean and seek his own sustenance. His journey underscores the profound strength and adaptability required to merely exist in the Antarctic, a testament to the unwavering power of nature's will to survive. Many battles fought by baby penguins remain unseen: internal struggles against the cold, against hunger, against the fear of separation. Pip's hardest day wasn't just about an external threat, it was also about the internal fight to overcome terror and push through physical limits. These unseen battles, waged daily by every chick, contribute to the profound strength that defines these creatures. Their survival is a quiet triumph, a continuous testament to the power of inner fortitude against the world's most extreme conditions. The story of Pip and his hardest day embodies the very spirit of Antarctica, a land of unparalleled beauty and profound challenges. It is a spirit of endurance, adaptation, and an unwavering commitment to life against impossible odds. Every penguin, from the smallest chick to the oldest adult, carries this spirit. It's a reminder of the raw, untamed power of the natural world and the delicate, yet fierce, preciousness of every life within it. A profound testament to the tenacity of existence. Pip's story is but one among countless others unfolding every day in the polar regions. He represents the universal struggle of baby penguins everywhere, each facing their own hardest day in myriad forms. Some contend with the chaos of a 100,000-strong colony, others with the perils of a lonely iceberg. Every chick's journey, filled with unseen challenges and small victories, contributes to the grand narrative of penguin survival, a saga that continues to captivate and inspire, urging us to look closer, to understand, and to protect. There is a stark, almost poetic beauty in the fight for survival that defines a baby penguin's life. The crisp air, the glistening ice, the deep blue of the ocean, all backdrop to a drama unfolding with every breath. It is a beauty born from the harshness, a testament to life's persistent whisper in the face of roaring blizzards and hungry predators. Pip's hardest day, though terrifying, was ultimately a chapter in this profound and beautiful story, a reminder of the raw, untamed essence of the natural world. As Pip, now a more seasoned juvenile, looks out at the boundless ocean, he carries the indelible marks of his hardest day. It was a day that nearly claimed him, but instead forged an unbreakable spirit. The struggle to survive is constant, but so too is the will to live. In the vast, remote, and often brutal world of Antarctica, life, in its most determined and charming forms, always finds a way. And in Pip's journey, we find a powerful echo of resilience, hope, and the enduring wonder of the natural world.